So when Patrick Mahomes signed a 10-year extension, a lot of the questions was like, all right, so he's probably going to retire a Chief. Now, looking at Kirk Cousins, which you can't talk about Kirk Cousins without talking about his contract, and it got me thinking. Well, first it got me thinking, would you give Kirk a 10-year contract? And the answer is no. Well, he turns 32. He's not going to be Drew Brees. But also, is Kirk Cousins going to retire as a Viking? And I know, myself included, we're looking towards the draft next year. Oh, Trey Lance, the pride of Marshall, Minnesota. Read option, RPOs, let's go. Good times. Trevor Lawrence, who's been on everyone's draft radar, it seems, for like 7 years by now. But I don't know. Kirk Cousins, respect where it's due. 2019 was his best season of his career. He's working with Gary Kubiak in year 2 yet again. And also, I think he's settled into a nice little groove here. I mean, 2018, yes, he put up gaudy black and white stats, except you can't say for a second that was an efficient season of him passing the football. I mean, 8-7-1 ain't going to get it done. 2018, not so much. But it does seem like Kirk... It's like Kirk was a kid that came to a new school and he got paid a lot. So a rich kid who comes to a new school, trying to fit in, trying to work his way into the cliques. First year, maybe not so much. 2019, a little bit better. But now it feels like year 3, he's leading the school. Like he's accepted. He's got lots of friends. He's going to be good to go there. Oh, they're so nice to young Kirky. It's so great. So the question is he going to retire a Viking? Which, mapping it out a couple years in the future, maybe. Could the Vikings find themselves in an Andy Dalton spot where it's like we're afraid to move on because we are worried that we can't do better? Very easily so. Plus, if Kirk keeps improving, playing at a high level, I mean, they probably couldn't do better. And that maybe Spielman and Zimmer, if Zimmer's still around, wants to ride this thing out and see where the Kirk Cousins train will take them, because they're sort of wary about blowing it up and starting it over, right? So easy answer, I mean, well, if he retires tomorrow, yeah, he's going to retire a Viking, but he won't do that. Lots of money on the table, unless, I don't know, Pizza Ranch needs a new CEO. Maybe Kirk Cousins steps in there, but yeah. But is he going to play the rest of his career in purple? So like we said, Kirk turns 32 in August. Now, typically, line of demarcation for starting quarterbacks falling off is about 34, 35 years old. So we got that to look forward to, which is nice. I mean, Brady, anomaly. Drew Brees, absolute anomaly. But also you can make a good case that Brady needs a lot of help around him. He's certainly getting that in Tampa. Same thing with Drew Brees. I mean, Drew Brees the last couple of years has not been the Drew Brees that we knew and loved. Well, didn't love, but knew from back in the day, right? So Kirk's current extension takes him through 2022 when he'll be 34 years old. So the season after the Vikings' 2-year extension is over, he'll be 35 years old the season that he is a free agent. So that gets into a little bit of dicey territory, but also you look at the way that the Vikings structured the back end of that 2-year deal. If he's going to stay with the Vikings long term, it's very likely that they'll kick the can down the road yet again. They'll restructure. They'll tack on another 1 or 2 year extension, a la what the Saints have done with Drew Brees, etc. So it's possible. Like if Kirk starts faltering and falling off around age 35, age 36. I could see him hanging it up. I think he does have a lot of interest outside of football that could occupy his time. Plus, I mean, Kirk's a spendthrift. I mean, Kirk is still driving around in like a Chevy Aerostar van, so he's not hurting for money, that's for sure. So I don't see him going down like the Matt Schaub, Joe Flacco type route where he's just a backup, earning $4, $5, $6 million a year and just like holding the clipboard and like I don't see Kirk doing that. As well as hell, if he wins the Super Bowl, he could play for the next 50 years for all I care. Don't care at all. They could sign Kirk Cousins to a contract. Like, say Kirk this year just rips off a Jerome Barty and is phenomenal, Super Bowl MVP, league MVP. I don't care how much they pay him. They could sign him to an extension that would pay him 35% of the salary cap tied to the cap every single year until age 50, and you can't get out from it, and it's all dead cap. Wouldn't care. We got one. Baby, we got one. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think that Kirk. I think that Kirk does retire when he's ready, or retires when he gets slightly beat out for the job. A la what happened with Eli Manning. I think that he will go quietly into that good night. So I don't know. Like, it's a lot closer than you think, because it's weird to think that Kirk Cousins is old, right? Because he's a 2012 draft pick, even though RG3 is already basically retired. He's a backup in Baltimore now. Andrew Luck, the number 1 overall pick from that draft, he gone. Russell Wilson's still doing the damn thing. But yeah, it's weird to think that Russ and Kirk are starting to get up there. And in 2 years or so, you may be talking about potential retirement and certainly succession plans. So We'll see. If I had to bet, if I had to put, if I had to put a crisp $100 bill right now, if Kirk Cousins would retire as a Viking, I would still bet no. I think the Vikings do move on either next, well, probably not next year, but potentially drafting his replacement next year. But is Kirk Cousins going to be on the team in 3 years? Probably not. That I think some team will take a shot on him potentially as a veteran bridge quarterback, just to see them through as they have a first round pick on the roster. I could see that happening pretty easily, but yeah. So I would bet against him retiring as a Viking. But what are your thoughts? Let them be known in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Viking takes. Want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.